So you being an offensive lineman, you talked about the guys you played with, Rock, and I've got to ask you about Marcus Lattimore because your first season blocking for the Gamecocks again, and you really came on the scene quickly that first year. I mean, you started all 14 games, played both guard positions. Again, you were a key contributor for the Gamecocks, but you got to block for Marcus Lattimore, who still to this day goes down as one of the best, if not the best, Gamecocks running back in school history. Just talk about the relate, because I know you guys have a tight relationship between your running back and your offensive line, and also you blocked for Brian Maddox and Kenny Miles, and you guys had a nice stable of backs. But it's no secret, Marcus was the guy. He was the dude. That freshman year, 2010, what he did was just absolutely incredible. You think of his coming out party, if you will, against Georgia in that home game and breaking like 30, 40 tackles. Just, I'm sure you had to appreciate that as an offensive line, like a running back that, not to take anything away from you guys because you guys blocked fantastic, but a guy that's going to also help make you look good. Like when he's breaking all those tackles, he's able to hit the hole, he's shifty, whatever. He's able to run through people. Just talk about the relationship you had with Marcus. And again, because like I said, I know it had to be tight when that's your guy. That's your guy you're blocking for.
Man, the thing about Marcus is, man, when Marcus first hit campus, um, you being the number one guy and getting all the attention nationally, you would expect for most of these kids that come in at 17, 18 years old to let it get to their head. But man, as soon as Marcus got there, it was ball from day one. We locked in. I want to meet my guys. He's hanging out with us. He always steered down his own path. He always was the straight and narrow. So he didn't necessarily club or hang out with the guys like that. But as far as just chilling and vibing, man, and getting on the same page, he's always been that, always been stand up. And that helped us once we got to the field. Because it's like, man, we ain't even played a down of football yet. And I know you got my back already. So I'd be damned if I let somebody get to you out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, guys felt like they were laying their life on the line for these guys with their ball in their hand. That was the type of relationship we had.
For sure. Now, I want to ask you, because DJ talked about it, kind of the moment he knew that Marcus Lattimore was for real, in the sense that, I'm not sure if you heard him talk about it, but basically saying at practice, he met Marcus in the hole, put him in the ground basically, and then a couple plays later, Marcus returns the favor. Was there a moment for you where, and because again, you're blocking for him, I mean, you see it more than anybody. Was there a moment for you, like maybe it was in practice or whatever, that you were like, this is going to be a big time football player?
Man, it was the transition for me. It was like guys like Kenny and that, taking nothing away from those guys, Kenny Miles, Brian Maddox, they were great backs. But the fact that he hit campus from day one, and I felt like I've been practicing with this guy since I've been here, that just lets you know how smooth the transition was. It was like we actually took a step forward once he got in the backfield, man, because it added a little juice to the offense. We running plays we ain't never ran before. We didn't feel like we were limited. And then you had Alshon coming into his own already, so that just added fuel to the fire once he got there, man.